Hello, my name's John, and this is the Album Abyss podcast, where we look at the scum of the music industry. Let's dive right in. Okay, for those of you who are viewing this podcast, the album we will be reviewing today, if you couldn't guess already, is Shremmlife by Ray Shrimmer. Let's start with our review. So, would you like to go first?
Sure.
Let's start with the lip like Bic thing.
Let's like Bic. What was most poignant to me was the background music, how it sounded like a lullaby, and it was sort of hypnotic, and it was just to a point where it was like, I wanna stop it. I want to stop this iTunes sample. I want to stop full album video, but you don't know where it's just that full 45-minute album, and then next thing you know, you are not lit like Bic. You are sleeping and hypnotized.
You're sleeping like something that makes you sleep. I don't know. Like at first, when I first heard the song, I wasn't really into the context of the album. I just heard it like, just stumbling across random YouTube videos one day, which I do probably way too much, by the way. At first, I thought it was just like a really bad like advertisement for like Bic lighters. It doesn't even sound like something that would come out today. It sounds like something like Nelly would do in like 2005, oddly enough, but with like a trap beat behind it. What are your thoughts on it, Zach?
I honestly hated the song. I couldn't understand half of the words he said in it, and well, I thought it had potential, but it could have been much, much better.
Yeah, like the main thing I noticed is that like there was this one part where it was like smoking and drinking at the same time. Wouldn't that like kill you? Like you die both from alcohol poisoning and lung cancer at the same time. So it's like two vital organs with one stone, essentially. All right. So is everyone already put in their 2 cents?
I did.
I did too.
All right. So now let's move on to the next song, "Unlock the Swag." Quite possibly the dumbest song title on this album, next to "Up Like Trump." What was your opinion on it, Zach?
Well, I did not like it. I think it was very dumb as well. I hate the word swag. It was bad. And then he kept saying swag instead of swag, and it really annoyed me.
Like, what I noticed is that, like, okay, like, multiple things. One, like, the second verse from some guy named Jace, that was actually probably one of the best verses on the album, and really that's not saying a whole lot considering the quality of the rest of the album, but, you know. But it kind of sounds like what are they unlocking the swag from? Is it like the holy grail of like douchebaggery? Like they open it up as just like no Bay Cap and like knockoff beats by Dre or something?
Shelby, what do you think?
I think that Unlock the Swag is a great template for any essay that you are writing for a college app and or job interview on your resume. And it has a very nice intellectual, very deep political. It's almost as political as Up Like Trump.
yeah, like it's like a 7-long like progressive rock epic. Not to mention with lyrics like "My pants they bustin' and I can't speak to boss. I dropped the sauce." Yeah, there's no denying the intellectual properties of this song.
I dropped the sauce.
It also gets mentioned in the second verse too, the Jace one. Okay, sauced up shoddy in here dripping. Like it's like the scene from Carrie where like it's just like she's like the prom queen, like some people above the stage just dump like a bunch of like ragu on her. Like, is that the case?
Jack, how do you feel about No Flex Zone?
No Flex Zone? Well, it is quite possibly like the first 2 songs that I mentioned, like they actually did sound sort of normal, but now like it sounds like they got like some weird transplant where like instead of vocal cords they have like balloons or like rubber ducks. Not only that, but like they mention H2O lean, same thing. So like basically they're saying like water and like well, lean, for those who don't know, is prescription strength cough syrup that contains codeine mixed with Sprite or random soft drinks. Like, from what I understand, like, it's basically just like that weird hazy feeling that you get. So, like, if that and water have the exact same effect on you, you probably need to go to a doctor. Like, that's all I really have to say about it. So, yeah.
It's a song about NyQuil.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, like the music video, it's like all about like showing off what you got and putting others down, like showing off all their money and everything. And yeah, you shouldn't. People shouldn't do that. But I actually think it's one of the best songs on the album, just because other songs just are bad, and it gets kind of annoying after a while. And it was very overplayed when it came out.
Yeah, like, this, along with the song This Could Be Us, are basically the only songs on the album that sound like they weren't made on, like, a trial version of, like, FL Studio in a matter of, like, 5 minutes. Shelby, what are your thoughts?
On No Flex Zone?
Yes.
Or, okay. I only wrote down one thing, and it was that the hays sound like dogs. I don't exactly remember what the song sounded like, but there must be hays in the background that sound like barking. And that once again, how much do you get paid to bark in the background of a song?
Well, like, my guess is, like, they ran out of money by the time, like, Unlock the Swag happened. So then they just had, like, to get their, like, pet dogs to do it, and, like, we'll edit it in post.
Some auto-tune over it.
Yeah. It's like that G-Unit album. Like, the first song is, like, auto-tune pigeons or something. I don't know.
So what did you think about My Ex?
Well, all I know is, like, if you're a men's rights activist, you're probably going to love this song. Like, neither of them are really even trying to rhyme. They rhyme slut with long. They rhyme, the word bitch with itself, like, twice. Well, actually, no, they rhyme it, like, 3 times in a row. And then they rhyme it with checklist. Then they rhyme foul with round. Like, I can't decide if, like, they want, like, a rhyming dictionary or just a thesaurus. Because, like, they use the word bitch in the song, like, more than they do actual words. So, yeah, what are your thoughts, Shelby?
It sounded very similar to Lit Like Bic. Very similar to the rest, and I read the lyrics, and it's basically just a roasting of his ex. It was very therapeutic.
Yeah, like,
on this Valentine's Day afternoon.
yeah, basically. Not only that, but, like, it says here in, like, in a complex article when they were asked about this song, basically, one of them said, this is basically everything everyone in America wants to say to their ex-girlfriend. Everyone wants to take a shit on their ex-bitch. So, yeah. Zach, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was a terrible song. I agree that it does sound a lot like the other songs in the album, like Bic, and I think it was very repetitive as well, and I did not like it.
This Could Be Us. What are your opinions on it, Zach?
I like the song. I think the background with the piano and the bass sounded really good, and that he wants, but such that the girl just wants to have fun.
Yeah, like, I agree. It's basically like this and No Flex Zone are the only songs that actually sound like songs on the album and not like 3-minute advertisements that are like parodying rap music in an attempt to be like hip with the kids or something. By the way, I'm not sure if anyone noticed this, but like This Could Be Us What You Playing, that was actually like a meme before like they made this song. It'd kind of be like if Big Sean made a song called Netflix and Chill or like something along those lines. So, Shelby, what are your thoughts?
They wrote a whole song from just a meme, which is inspirational. And I also wrote that it is the least awful of them all.
It's kind of like comparing like an entire like dump with like a
Recycling bin.
rotten. Yeah, like technically both are like waste, but like one is just slightly better waste than the other.
What's up next?
That would be Come Get Her. What are your thoughts, Shelby?
This one, I'm pretty sure was a single that they played on the radio. I'd heard it before. And I didn't look up the lyrics, but I heard it, and it sounded like they said the word potato every once in a while. It was uncomfortable to listen to, but that is all.
Like, they actually did say potato in the first verse.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad.
And by the way, like, potato would be a good metaphor for this album.
Yes.
The only thing that really pops out, other than that really odd, like, potato line, is the line, at your ex's crib and you're booed up. I'm guessing in the situation, like, this guy's like a ghost or something. That, in the fact that, in the chorus, it kind of sounds like there's a banjo in the background, but not even a real banjo, like a MIDI banjo. It was like a rejected song to, like, Donkey Kong or something, just with, like, slightly better compression. They just had, like, that looping around in the background while they were rapping. Oh, and apparently, again, in a Complex article, when they were asked about this, they called it uplifting.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, it's uplifting, and then it drops you right into the dumpster.
Into the abyss, where the album is.
Yes. It's the dumpster in the abyss. Like, and like, there's this one guy named like Bob who like cleans it up every once in a while. I don't know why. Bob this. Anyways.
We are Bob.
Yeah, like, yeah, we're like all like code name Bob.
Jack, what'd you think about Up Like Trump?
Well, like the intro basically, it basically sums it up. Up like Trump, up world. Now you done effed up. So yeah, basically that's my opinion on the song.
Now they.
I did not like the song, just about as much as I hate Donald Trump in real life.
Yeah, like apparently they were originally like going to call it like nunchucks, you know, do the second line chain swing like nunchucks, but well, to quote them, like I was going to make a song called Nunchucks. I think Donald Trump is cool. Him, and I'm like, that's one cool mother effer. He rich as F. So not only is that grammatically awful, but like, well, apparently the Republicans didn't know that about them until now. So yeah, what are your opinions on this, Shelby?
I think that I believe that they have one more Republican debate still to have, and that this song needs to be playing in the background, and some nice mood music. And they say something like "rocking like Billy Ray," and I'm assuming they mean Billy Ray Cyrus. And if so, nothing completes the rap album like a reference to Hannah Montana's dad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so my opinions on Throw Some Mo. Nicki Minaj, like I'm pretty sure like she doesn't even have a verse on this. Like she only has a hook. Though I'm pretty sure like if you listen really closely, she's like one of the people like going like hey, hey in the background. Zach, what is your opinion?
I thought the song was pretty catchy, but well, Nicki Minaj, she didn't really have a verse at all, but she had the whole chorus to herself, and I like the variety of the noises in the background. They're pretty random, but I thought it gave the song some flavor. I didn't think it was that bad.
Shelby, what's your opinion?
I agree it was one of the least awful, but I want to say this. Throw some mo, more like throw some no. And that is all that I have to say about throw some
anyways. Okay, so next song. YNO. I honestly didn't really like I kind of stopped listening at this point, but like I was mostly just like waiting for like some weird lyrics to like jump out at me. And the hook is made by Slim Jimmy and Big Sean, who I keep repeating his name for some reason in this review, but whatever. Used to eat cold meals, now I blank off in gold seals. Counting money, getting chills. We some young blank on for real. First of all, it's grammatically awful, as is basically every lyric on this album. But second of all, like, it just doesn't really make sense. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, rich people also, like, eat cold meals, too. Are they too rich for refrigerators now or something? Okay, Shelby, what are your opinions?
This one, okay, all I can say about Big Sean is I'm pretty sure that he also sang in a song with, like, 2013 Justin Bieber. And if that says anything about Shremmlife and the album, it
Well,
is comparable.
well,
What?
like, to be fair, like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was, like, some sort of, like, Milli Vanilli situation, and, like, Justin Bieber was, like, the guy singing this the whole time.
Oh no! He's living a double life.
Yeah, it's like Hannah Montana.
Big Sean. Or what'd you think about No Type?
I thought Big Sean, I thought he was the best thing to happen to that song. But if you didn't catch the Fast and Furious references, it said something about flying through Tokyo Drift, something about Swift. I don't know, but I think that was better than the whole rest of the song.
Okay, so next song, No Type. What do you think of it, Zach?
I thought it had a really good beat to it with good bass, but I don't understand if he has no type, then why are bad bitches the only thing that he likes?
Yeah, like, I was just about to bring that up. Like, wouldn't that be his type?
Exactly.
That and, like, not to mention the lyric, extendo as long as an extension cord. Bleep, I ball like Jordan and I play full court. No transition between those two things at all. Shelby, what are your thoughts?
I also thought that the first two lines were quite contradictory to each other. And like it got to a point I just couldn't finish this one. It was just and then it went on to the next song and I was like, what? And so the album did not have the best ending.
It's the only thing the album really could have ended with at this case.
Yeah, true.
So, on to the final song of the album, which came nowhere near too soon. Safe Sex, Paychecks. Like, okay, I wasn't able to make it through the rest of the song, kind of like you with that No Type song. I'll say this, like, apparently they spoke about this, and again, Complex. I feel like they're doing, like, an entire thing on the entire album, like an article for each album. Song.
I'll be honest, I actually downloaded this song. I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it had a good beat to it. I thought it flowed pretty well. I thought it was a playboy trying to live a somewhat responsible life.
Yeah, like, well, honestly, it's not really that responsible because, like, here's what they spoke about in the article. And I'm quoting this word for word, by the way. Use condoms and get money. Life. This is what life is about. Safe sex and paychecks. Getting money and riding with girls. Condom endorsement. Magnum. Period. This video is going to be like Project X. I'm going to get drunk as bleep in the video. Raining condoms. The swimming pool is going to be filled with condoms. As far as I know, they didn't make a music video for this yet, but I'm definitely going to check that out because that sounds hilarious. It's going to be like a TLC type situation where like one of them has like an eye patch made out of like a condom over their eye. So, Shelby, what were your thoughts on this?
This is a lesson that I did not learn in 8th grade health class, but was taught a responsible message and is inspirational to the aspiring youth heading towards college, getting paid and laid. That rhymed.
Oh, yeah. OG on me. Steve Urkel have a young Blake this weekend. Yeah, I think that kind of sums up both of them. So, yeah. Okay, Shelby, what were your thoughts on the album overall?
Overall, just don't do it. It is the recycling bin in the abyss.
Yeah. Zach, what are your opinions on this album?
I think it's trash. I give it about a 4 out of 10. I think he could have spent his time doing something else.
Yeah, me too. Overall, I'd have to give it like 2 out of 5 participation trophies. So, yeah. So that about wraps up the podcast. I'm John,
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Zach.
and this has been The Album Abyss. See you guys later.